Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade. This is not a trading room. This is an educational room, and then we cover some of the auto trade we have. For the ones that just joined us, you see on the first column, like right now, a pop out signal, a new signal on the 30-year Treasury bond, buy at 162.23, and it gives you the direction 163.01. So this one, the new signal just fired up. One of the example, if we look at the NASDAQ, we had an entry signal, and we had an entry signal here on the middle of the chart, the blue chart, 9034. 75, and then it was the target 9100, and we already hit the target. If you see on the chart where is the kind color here, we hit the target, we took the profit, we close, and it is all on an automated trade. So there is 4 different automated trade on this. This is an example on the Russell. We have 1 contract on the Russell. We already took one of the trade out, and if we look at the Russell, we are 100 ticks into the profit is 560 based on 1 contract on the market analyzer. As you see here, we are 520 right now on 1 contract. So the market analyzer is based on 1 contract, and the total amount of PNL, again, the total amount of PNL is not the whole day, is from the last entry signal. So from the last entry signal, we are up 439 ticks. And this is based on the swing trading. If we look at the right corner, right upper corner, this is the scalping. Also, it is based on the signal entry. And we use a white chart, as you see here. If we take the gold, okay, this one here, an old gold, we're going to add a new gold in there. And we're going to remove this one here. So if we look at this gold on the 04, not the 020, the 020 is an old one. We have a 27 ticks based on 1 contract, and here we have a double. So on 1 contract it is 260, and right now we have 440. You can use on the auto trade 1 or 2 contract if you like. So the white chart we use for that scalper, the one on the left, on the right upper corner. And then the other one, let's take one more. It's like the CL. It is in a trade. It just took a trade on the CL, and it gives you exactly the target. And then we will be looking at this. There is a lot of support area. We are testing on the Ranko bar. This is a new auto trade, and we will be covering some of the auto trade, the one we've been working on it for quite time, and we will be covering that. And today we are testing it on some of the Ranko bar, and right now we have this one here, 300. We are using 6.2 Ranko bar. We are testing the 6.2 Ranko bar, and then let me see, we can go a little bit bigger so we can see it. And right now we are $600 on that trade. We will be covering this new auto trade, and this one here. Some of our traders asking us to have something for a Ranko bar, and we did. And there is one entry The system have different entries. You can use them all at once, and then whatever comes first, it serves first. Or if you want to, you can have one entry. If we look at the CL, and this is the CL entry, and then let's look at the ES, and it's been doing extremely well. You can take one contract, two contract, three contract, four contract, whatever your heart sets on is fine, you know. So we will be covering, we are testing it right now on Sim, the Renko bar, so we can send out the template to our traders. And then we will be also, at the moment, there is no trade on the scalper ES, but we will, it's the same auto trade. But I've been running them this morning from the European session, and we are already up 3,725. The minute it takes a trade, I will go ahead and show you that chart and explain how it is taking a trade. No big deal. For the market, is pretty well spread out today. The ES, a little bit the chop in this area on the Nasdaq. If you want to trade the Nasdaq, is don't think short on the Nasdaq. Again, do not think short on the Nasdaq. We are in the middle of a very heavy chop, and we need to wait on the Nasdaq to clear the 9100 level. Actually, it was a beautiful run in the European session this morning, and then nailed the 2800. But when the closer we got to the opening hours, and it started getting chopped on the Nasdaq, but it hit the target on the signal, and going short on the Nasdaq today is out of the question at the moment. For the CL traders, let me look at the CL. The CL, it has been chopped all morning actually, and at the moment, if we look at the CL, you have a double projection on the CL 52, 53, and 52, 52. This is an extremely hard resistance in this area, and we have an extreme support at 52.41. So what happening in this market is got after we hit the target today, it hit the final fib at 52.68, and it started dropping. So we already nailed the target. The target was 52.61, and we closed that trade on 52.61. But at the moment, the market is a little bit weak, and now it is 10:08, and the CL is got stuck between the support area at 52.41 and 52.53. So whether you are auto trader or a hand trader, manual trader, whatever, you're gonna have a little problem on the CL at the moment, and you gotta be careful. For the ES, you have a very clear a long trade all the way to the 32.66. There is nothing holding that ES, and we are doing very well on the ES. And if we look at this, we are testing the breakout on the ES, and it is already, get it a little bit bigger. $500 in that trade on the breakout, and we will be looking at the others later on. Let's see what else we have. This drop on the CL, actually there is no short, folks. Keep your eye on 52 43, this is a re-entry long. There is no short. This is a re-entry long at 52.43. If you want to take that trade, please, it's at your own risk. We're not responsible for your trade. But we have a re-entry point right there, right here, a re-entry point, 52.42 long. ES is a straight out. Nasdaq finally broke that last level, and we are going straight to the second target, which is 91.35. Those are institutional targets. Normally, those institutional targets, you get them, they hit between 11 and 12 every day. Target 3, forget it, it's not for you. But target 1 and 2, you should be getting target 1 and 2 between 11 and 12 on a Friday, between the first hour from opening, you should hit the targets. So those are very accurate if you look at them. Now we hit the target 1. After you hit the target 1, there is a profit taken. So a lot of people think it's short. It's not. It's just because it hit the target 1. Those are institutional numbers. So the 91.0975 hit the first target, profit taken. So don't let it confuse you. There is no short trade in there. And now it's going to go back and trying to retest the target 1, climb into the target 2. So do not get confused between short and long, folks. Do not get confused. It's just a profit taken here on the first target, which is 10.11. It is very normal. And now this is a re-entry point around that area here, 9088.50 long, pullback re-entry long. It's not, there is no short in there. And this is 90% of, if we look at the needle, how the market came in after this profit taking, came in right to the tick. And now we are trying to see if we can retest those numbers again. If we are able to hold to those numbers, then the next level on the Nasdaq is 91.35, and then you kiss it goodbye before 12 o'clock. So we'll keep our eye on those. I'm trying to dig to see the market is a bit. Yesterday we had a beautiful run yesterday, but I couldn't come in live, and today we will. Also, we are busy today, but I'll try to stay as long as I can. Let's see what else we have in the pot here. Not much going on. The market is a bit chop in this area after we hit the first target. Now we are getting a little bit choppy area, but we'll get there. On this one here today, I want to show you, this is the new Autotrade. We are also, this one is on the entry. We already hit the target, so this is the second round we are doing on this Autotrade, and you can see those trades. They are market orders, and it's been running all day long. And now, I mean, what we are doing, we are testing on the Globex as well, because you're gonna have some people, they're not living in the state like Australia or Asian country. We have a lot from those areas, so those, they don't have this luxury to come in at the US session to trade. So it is very important to us to test the system 24/7 to see how this Australian guy or an Asian guy gonna be able to handle the U.S. market doing the Globex. And if we look at those trades, there is only one losing trade today on the ES and nailed 3,725. So what we are saying, it doesn't matter where the range is between 430, 530 to his time. This guy is overseas. Maybe he don't need to sit down and run it like we do, longer hours. But at least if he can get half of it, he's a happy camper. So that's what our aim on those, So for the Asian guy or Australian guys, of course, he will have a different setting. And he don't have to have 4 contracts. He can have 1 contract, or if you want to have 4 contracts like this one here, he can use the micro account and still if you are using a micro account, this one is 3,725. It will be $372 on a micro account. Still ain't bad for that. So that's how we are doing the testing and making sure all the bugs are totally free. There is no errors one of the things is a lot of traders are asking us, are you going to deliver today or tomorrow or on Monday? Guys, in our experience we've had before where we were almost done and sent out, and we said to everyone, it's not 100% bug free. And then what we have done, and they say, yeah, sure, no problem. Yeah, we're still working on it. Probably needs another. Yeah, send it over. And then the minute you send it over, they say, and then we start generating hundreds of support hours because, Sam, I have an error here. Sam, I have an error. So we don't do that anymore because, as I said, we have learned a lot for the last 10 years. And when we are holding a normal webinar, and we say, we recognize there is still one bug. We need to make sure that is gone. And we're going to send it out to you. And then you're going to have people don't know how to install it. You have people don't know how to activate it. You have people don't know how to load the chart. You have people day and night. Sam, I found this. Sam, I found that. Sam, I found. So I don't want it to deal with that when it's 100%. Because we keep adding on it. We keep adding filters, entries, all kind of stuff. Like what we have done, we have added the Renko bar because entry for a Renko bar for lovers, Renko bar lover. We have added this. And then we have modified some filters. The whole idea for that, why is taking us too long? The whole idea it is for the professional trader. I still recommend to use this white chart here. It comes in with 4 different type of an automated trade. You have the fibs, you break even, and this is here, the left one here. I really strongly recommend for a guy that want to take their trade. And like now, as an example, you have the YM, now $370 is come in right on the fib. The system here extend the target if he thinks the market is going to be extendable, or if you want to, you can extend your target manually and instead of taking $400 out of that trade, you can take $700 out of that trade. So this is I still recommend for traders. Let me show you something, guys, on this one, and I want to talk about that one. On this one here, you have $291, $300 on that trade. On this one here, you have $350 on that trade. This is the NASDAQ. On the ES, you have $225 on that trade. On the Russell, you have $230 on that trade. On the CL, you have $220 on that trade. On the gold, you have $240 on that trade. Right now, on this one here, on the 15 seconds, you have crossed $2,000 on the last entry signal. $2,000. Again, you calculate it. I don't want to sit down and give 2 220 on the gold, 160 on the CL, 180 on that trade, all of them on the last entry signal, $200 on the ES, NASDAQ $300, $290, and a $300. You know, if you don't have money to trade them all, you don't have to trade them all. You can have NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and ES. Let's look at the Dow Jones, 390, ES 325, that's around 750, and then NASDAQ, this is 400. You cross $1,000 on a 3 trades and on a less than $5,000 account, and this is much more than 10%. So what I'm saying is, for this guy, yeah, because we all can get depressed from our jobs. I do too. And for the guy who is trying to move his career to the trading, all what you need, those fibs, we have them on a different package. Those are not included in your full, and it costs you $300 a year. And it comes with it also automated to trade. And this one here, you don't need any indicator or anything, because the system is calculating to you where to enter, where to exit, and where is your trailing stops. Everything is based on fibs. Everything is on fibs. You cannot go wrong with it. But on this one here, we are taking a little bit longer for a reason, because that auto trade is not for, we are doing it for a guy is a very amateur trader, and in our experience the last 10 years, no matter what you say, that guy is not going to listen. You know, not out of 100, maybe you'll have 1 or 2 listening. In the last 10 years, we couldn't get those guys to push a button and this is a human habit. We cannot challenge a human habit. And for many million reasons, he cannot push the button. So, doesn't matter. So this one here is taking us a little bit longer, because it is a different level of traders. They will be auto-trading that one. Where if it is a guy, it has been around, he will enjoy that kind of trading much more. Why? Because he is in charge. He can read that market. And as you see here on that auto trade, now has extended the target automatically. So, you see, and if the market is trending, the target is going to extend by itself. It's not just a dummy box. And then the guy has been around. Look at this. Look at this one here on the left. Look, you can see it's going to keep going down. If the market is trending, it's going to go to the double resistance, to the double support here. It's going to drag the needle to the double support. Where on this one here, this auto trade, it is totally for a guy is not interested looking at the chart. You know, so that's why it's taking us a little bit longer. So, but right now we have nailed 3,725. Because also we need to do the testing for those guys in Australia, an Asian country. We have people even in Thailand, you know, and also those guys has the right to enjoy that auto trade as well. So if we look on that kind of trading right now, we have $520 on the NASDAQ. On the YM, we have $420. That's around $800. On the ES, you have $350. You already crossed the $1,000. What else you need on a $5,000 account? Do you think a guy has been around the corner, or he is and this one here on the left corner is based on 2 contracts. Do you think the guy is running a room? He can out-trade you on this one here? No, he cannot out-trade you on this. You're just paying him money for nothing. So this is what I wanted, those new traders, or if you wanted to, because when every time we're talking to somebody on the phone, it's like you're playing the same music on and on and on. I'm bored with my job. I'm tired of my wife. I want to divorce my wife. I want to get a nice one, or I wanted to do, it's the same story every day. Either he's getting tired of his wife, he want to change his wife, or he want to change his career. Either or either, it doesn't matter to us. It's not our job, but we're not social workers here anyway. But I mean, for that, if you want to change his career, this is your best deal, which is included in your package. I'm not trying to tell you to buy the one here and not to buy this one, because it's all included in the package. Whether you want to use it or not, you have to pay for it. Because what we are hoping on, this guy one day is going to sit down behind the chart and start learning how things work in the market. You cannot just be blindfolded the rest of your life, and you have to be at the mercy of an auto trade. And this is the difference between amateur traders and professional traders. So there is nothing about, for us, it's the same price whether you are using this one or using this one. It's the same file. You have to pay for it, whether you are using it or not. But on this one here, for an amateur trader, take all your indicators to the junk. In ATR, what is an ATR? It's following the market. It's not predicting anything. What is a MACD? 90% people are still using what is a MACD? It's following the market. When the market goes down, tells you going down, and when the market goes up, telling you it's not. It's just following the market. On this one here, you just turn on, turn off, and that's it. If the market is moving, you're gonna nail tons of money, and if the market not moving, you're gonna be in trouble. That's it. But on that one here, on the left corner, when you see yourself in trouble, you can get out of it at no price. So this is the difference, guys. You cannot just say, I'm tired of my job and I'm looking for an auto trade. This is not the proper word to say, because if it's everybody tired of their jobs and buy an auto trade, we don't have a garbage man in the morning pick up the trash. Everybody is auto trading in USA, and then you will find the streets empty, restaurants empty. It's not as simple as what you think. Buying a couple $1,000 auto trade, and now you're gonna quit your work, and the money gonna fall off the trees. It's not gonna happen. You're still gonna be at the mercy when you are using this kind of trading. You're still gonna be at the mercy of the market movement. Does not matter what kind of auto trade you are using. If the market moving, you walk away with 4,000. If the market not moving, you're gonna be whacked. And there is no other direction. There is no other alternative. If the market sideways, you're gonna be whacked. And we'll keep our eye on those, and we will update you on those. So actually, on that kind of trading, an average, I don't know why, but if you start around 8, 9 o'clock on those kind of trade, you are done. You are done by 10 o'clock, 10:30, and it is over. It is my favorite piece, but some people like Ford, some people like Toyota, some people, I cannot tell you what is you should do. We all grown people here. But I'm saying it as for this, the guy is trying to say, I don't need that much, Sam. I need to turn my 5,000. He's not asking much. He's very humble, which we get a lot of those. He wants to turn his 5,000 to 10,000 every month, and the 10,000 to 20,000 every month, and the 20. So he want to double up his amount every month. How much you know about trading? I have no idea about trading. How much money you have? He barely have 4,000, and he's gonna borrow another 1,000 from his cousin, and his wife is gonna buy him the Ninja Trader license. So no experience, no money, but he want to double his money. This is a very nice wishes. I like to be on a small island with my private jet. This is my wishes, but I don't see I'm gonna get it in this lifetime. So I mean, what we wish is something, and reality is something else. So I mean, I like to be on a private island with private jet. I wish, but this is not going to happen, not in my lifetime. So yes, you wish to double up your account, but it's not going to happen, you know. So think about it. If you can do that, I can do my dreams as well, you know. So we are right now, as you see, the market is a bit slow. And we will take it one piece at a time and see what's going on. Thank you very much. I'll take a 5 minutes break, try it out, and then we'll continue. Thank you. For the one that followed the Nasdaq signal, we have the YM, a new signal right now on the YM. And for the guys, we just have a new signal, the Autotrade fire, a new signal on the YM. If you are taking that trade here on the Nasdaq and you follow that trade on the Nasdaq, I'm trying to prove a point here, guys. Now you have a $310, $350, $200, whatever that is. Your target on this Nasdaq is 9045, okay? But probably it's not going to make it. The Autotrade has calculated everything for us. Where to enter, where to exit. But God gave us a brain, you know. If we look at this Nasdaq, there is a double support at 9062. And most likely, the Nasdaq is going to get stuck in there. On top of that, now the ES fired a new signal. On the ES, we have a projection at 3251. And if the ES fell to break this one, the Nasdaq is going back. So this is a really, it's not really hard what we are looking at. And this is a very, once you see the double support line, you know, that means there is a trouble in the market. And when you see here double support line, it's going to be, when you see projection, it's going to be trouble. The market is going to go back a bit and go back, rearm, and trying to go ahead and take this trade. So we'll see what happened. And this is exactly what happening on this ES. It just took that trade, and I just showed it to you. And now we are on that trade. So even if you say this is not my problem, this is the Autotrade problem, that's not true, because now I have here a lot of bread on the table on this Autotrade, and I can see here there is a projection at 3251, and I have a 350. I mean, you don't have to touch it. You really don't have to touch this Autotrade, but you know what? When if this your money, you better touch it, because you're touching your own money. And now, as we see here on that trade, today this one nailed 3,700, and now my whole profit is hanging on that projection at 32.51. So I better take care of. If you want to, you need to take care of your own money, buddy. And yes, okay, now we close one of the trade. Okay, watch this one, gentlemen. this is a double support area, and we said the target, the system telling you the target is 904275, and we are on a double support area here. So should we walk with $500 into the profit, or should we walk away with $1,000 in the profit, or should we walk with nothing? So if you have two clients using the same signal, does not mean they make the same money. One guy can spot it and cash in on 500, and another guy is just daydreaming somewhere, you know. So on that auto trade on the ES, we closed one of the trade, and now we are on two more trades. We can walk away for another $1,000. It's all hanging between $1,000 or $400. Is that line right there, 32.51.25. This is where is your profit hanging, not with the auto trade. Is with this projection right there. It's not your auto trade. It is you failed to read the market. So on this one here, you're either gonna walk away with 1,000 or you're gonna walk away with 500 on that. And if we look at this Nasdaq, gentlemen, we have predicted that 10 minutes ago it's gonna be a problem here. You have $600 in the pot. Either this Nasdaq gonna break it, and then the next level you're going to have a problem is 9051. On this ES, if we look at this ES, you know, I promised myself this year I don't want to teach trading. We've been doing this for many years. I'm bored with it. And I keep going back very naive and come in and get involved in the trade. But look at this where the ES is sitting. Right at the projection, gentlemen. So this is going to tell me on that trade right now, we have $600 trade, you know, and you have a button on the top. You can say close position. I'm walking away with 600. Earlier today, you made 3,700. You're done for today. So there we go. Look at those problems. You cannot say this is an accident. If we look at the Nasdaq, exactly where we have predicted, exactly where we have predicted 10 minutes ago, it happened. And on the ES, exactly where we have predicted, it happened. It cannot be luck, gentlemen, every single day. It cannot be luck. You can get lucky one day, 2 days. We've been live on YouTube now for a couple of 3 years, and it cannot be luck every single day. So the Nasdaq is troubling on the double support area, and the ES is hanging your profit on this projection, 32.51.25. So you cannot say I didn't make a profit. You just failed to read the market. Well, I don't want to read the market. Then stay away from that business. It's not for you. Because you cannot say it's not my problem. It is your problem when you put in your money on the table and you put in your account on the table against somebody else in China, in Honolulu, in Europe, in Germany, in Australia. When you're putting your account on the gambling table, it is your problem, sir. It's not my problem. It is your problem to read the market and understand what's going on in the business. It is your money you're looking after, not my money. So now we are on this second trade. Now we broke even, so I don't care. And as the trend start kicking in on this new auto trade, I don't care anymore. Either direction. Now I'm into the safe mood on that. And finally, the ES broke the 32.51. Now it is your next problem. Mr. BE said, Sam, you have the best knowledge with the trade. And thank you, sir. Well, sir, I know how to trade, but I'm trying to help you how to read the market. But thank you anyway. Thank you for this compliment. This is one of our clients. And we have a gentleman from Thailand. I believe he's from Thailand. And we have a guy from Thailand also saying, thank you, sir. Welcome, sir, that we are thinking of him. Of course, we have to think of everyone. So right now, we are on the ES. We hit the third trade. And now we are 4,887. And we are done on that one, I think. We still have a little bit on that trade. One more. And for the ones they requested the Renko, here is your trade on the Renko, 2,000 on that trade. Yes, those are the ones. I can do it at target 1, target 2, target 3, or I can have it automatic, and the system can be automatic and take all of them. If the market is trending, it's going to nail all of it in the same time. So for the Renko lovers, this is your ES. We are $2,000 on that trade. For the 1 and 3 minutes target, look at this, baby. It's going to close. You see how the trailing stop got very tight on it. Closed 4,837 on that trade. So now let's go back to the NASDAQ. Here is the second level, and this is this one here. What time is it? It's 10:42. Wow. I have one trade. I'm embarrassed to show it to you. It's on across 5,000. I don't want to do that. I'm going to leave it alone. Okay. So if we look right now, guys, here, also, Sam, where to exit? Here is our target. The system calculated at 32.4425. What happened to this market? Something is going to happen like this sometimes. We came short a few ticks to the target. If we look in here, we were short with around 4 ticks. 2 options here. You can close it. And then if you look, there is a reversal signals pop out. And those are not repaint. Fire the 3 signal reversal. And those reversal, I mean, for the manual trading, you can take a reversal close open position, but we're not going to go that far. But if we notice, we were short a few ticks, so the reversal fired up, telling you there is a reversal. Now it's probably going to come to the 32.4875, and then either going to go back or is going to try to cross it. Well, if it crosses it, that means it's over. The party is over. Elvis left the building. And there's the same story here on the NASDAQ. If we look at the NASDAQ, we were short a few ticks to the target. But then there is a reversal. And now let's see. I think it's going to nail that trade. On the scalper, this is the scalper on the right upper corner. We have an entry at 32.59.50, target 32.44. Nailed the scalper, nailed 725, and now it is about to close. Look how extended the target. Look at this. It's extended the target by itself. And this one here is for the ES right there. ES, $712 is right there. Look at this. I'm going to let it be. And if we notice also on the swing trading, look how the market, the auto trade, extended the target. If the market is trending, is doing it on your behalf. There is no other system out there can do that. There is no other system out there can do that. If the market is trending, and look, when the market pulling back, the trailing stop pull back a bit. It's trading like a human. So right now on this scalper, okay, on this one here, this is the third. Okay, on this one here, this is the third round today. This is the third round on the ES. We only had one losing trade today on the ES. Is right there. Very simple. Then if we want to, we can go one more round while we're still here. There we go. Now it's going to reset and it's going to go one more round. And we will update you on this one here as well. So on this one here, and all of it is automated trade. You can use a full automated on the scalper or the swing trading, or you can use I like the ATM personally. I really do like the ATM because I want to be in charge, you know. So and this is the NASDAQ also. So there is 800 on the NASDAQ and 700 on the trade. Let's look at the CL. Is it done? It is done. Oh, you are curious what happened? Well, on the ES is still, we are testing this new entry on the Renko bar. We're still on the 2300 on the Renko bar. It's the same auto trade and it's the same entry, but on the Renko bar. So it doesn't matter which direction it's going, it's finished. We're done with it. If this ES break the 32.4875, the party is over to the short side on the ES for now. And if the market kept going down, then we are able to shut those two trades down. And the NASDAQ is over. Now, you can take a chance on a re-entry point at 9058. This is a re-entry point, short. And the safest one is where the system telling you to re-enter short is 9073. I don't know if you can see this number, but the system tell you where to enter short is right there, 907350. The system tell you where you need to re-enter short. So everything is plotted on your chart. We don't have to invent anything or predict anything. As we see on the ES came into the resistance line at 32.48 and did not break it, this is an indication we are going down again, baby, and we are closing that trade to the short side. Let's look at the Russell. The Russell, we're still on $230 on the Russell. CL, we're still 250 on the CL. And I think the NASDAQ have a very nice ride. It's 775 on the NASDAQ. And the ES, we have 612. We're done trading, and it is 11 o'clock. 2 hours into the trade. You start at 9 o'clock, you should be done by now. And leave the crumbs to the other amateur traders. Leave it alone. Request on the symmetry. It's the same auto trade on the symmetry. This is your symmetry, sir. I don't want to cover too many things, but this is your symmetry. We haven't covered it in a couple of 3 days, but your symmetry is going fine. It's right on the cruise. Okay, guys, break 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, we are on the second trade on this automated trade. We are already nailed across the 5,000, and now I'm not sure this one is gonna make it, which I don't know, we'll see. Well, took the first trade anyway, and yes, sir, it's all market order. Let's see. The ES really having a problem coming to the target. The target we have 39.75, and you see that trade here on that. I'm not sure. I'll be surprised, but I'm not sure that one is gonna. On the last entry, what we have it done in a way. If you have one winning trade, $1,000. If you are on two contract, $500. If you are on one contract, $300. The harder you play, the more reward you get. I think it is over. Now it is. For the signal, we have 500 on the top. We have 548. For the swing trading, and this is funny, on the right corner, right upper corner, we have 500 ticks into the profit based on one contract. Ain't bad. And now I'm curious if that trade, because technically for me, I will not take that trade on the ES, and the auto trade took trade right here and exit on one trade. Technically, I will not take that trade here. It's crazy. But now I'm curious here about the ES to see if he's going to go for another $1,000 round. You know, sometimes when you know what's going on, you say how this trade is going to make it, and then surprise you sometimes, and sometimes you are right. But now I'm curious about this last trade on the ES, on the right Y chart, because technically our destination on the other system is 32.29.25, and this is really challenged to see if this auto trade able to make another round, and it seems like it's doing it. Amazing. It looks like it's gonna do it. If you ask me, would I go short in here on the ES, I will say this is a suicide mission to go short in here. But the auto trade took that trade, and I don't know which one is better, if you know too much or you don't know. Sure, Ellie, when I send you the new system, I will provide that for you. Not now. And there we go. I could be right. This is a suicide trade on this one here. And we'll see. However, we still on the On the Nasdaq with the scalper, if we look at the scalper here on the Nasdaq, right there, the scalper, this one here, the scalper sell at the 9089, target 9021.75. And if you look this little thing here, I don't know if you can see that on the YouTube or not, but if we really dig into it, you can see the target was 9021 on it, and the support line, it was 9024. And then because of this support area here, look at this. Can you see that on the YouTube, Charles? Because of the support area, well, this is a resistance area. Let's see if this one gonna hold, because this is the first resistance, and then the second one is the second resistance. That will be very interesting to see if this one gonna nail it. All of it automated. You just manage it. It's not that hard. So I'm curious about this one and that last trade on the ES. Yeah, it's kind of, well, I don't like him to be sharp a lot, because also when you're looking at the chart all day long, you don't want to sit down and let's try to put it in between. And let's see, either it's gonna close around, well, at least you can see the trailing stop, Charles. And okay, it's gonna close at closed. Not bad. Well, it's 11:03, and we're done trading. And on this last trade, beside this last trade, we are on 4,060, let's say 4,962. If you flatten out everything on the ES, we have some requests to stay on. Okay, we'll stay on a little bit longer to see if this one, I'm curious about this. Technically, Charles, I will not take that trade, the last trade, but let's look at it. I'll stay quiet for a while. While we are waiting, which I knew it is going to be bad anyway, let me show you now the market start on the scalper taking a long trade. And let's go just one quick circle with it. The Nasdaq is a flat. YM is $70 on the new entry signal with the scalper from the right upper. ES now just took a long trade. Russell, CL, and gold, all of them are in the winning direction. And I'm just waiting on this last trade on the ES, fully automated. The symmetry on the ES closed on 2000. It's the same auto trade, closed on 2000. It's done. Let's go back on the scalper, see where we are. This is the gold. CL still flat. Russell, we still around 40 bucks, nothing. This one here is going. Troubling. NYM 55. Okay. It made tons of money on the way down. And if you were smart, you just close everything and go home. Okay, we will wait on that last trade on this auto trade. And I'd like to see if that trade can survive or not. If we're not, we're going to be close around 4,000, somewhere around 4,500. And if we able to close that trade, it will be way above 5,000. So I'd like to see what happened to this trade here. Okay, this is the second losing trade for today on this one. And we are walking away with 4,200. We were a little bit above 5,000, and we lost heavily on this last trade. But if we look, it was all winning. We had one losing trade today, and this is the second losing trade. And we're gonna close that auto trade for today. Is 11.12 on 4,215. You give the 200 to your broker tips. That will leave you in the clear 4,000 before the wife and the children get the hold of it and wipe up the rest. But this is it, the 4,200 on that trade, on that auto trade. We're done with the ES. And for the scalper, let's see, update again on the scalper. When I took the trades, we showed you. Now we are 125 on the YM, 180 on the NASDAQ, ES 250, Russell 160, CL 40, Iran banana, and a gold Iran banana. We are $70 into the profit. If you go back on the video, we had on the last entry over $2,000 on this scalper, So we are a tool provider, and how you're gonna rack it is up to you. How you're gonna rock with it is up to you. How you're gonna crash it is up to you. How you're gonna make money with it is totally up to you. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure serving every one of you. Thank you for all the comments and everything. And then we will see you tomorrow, 10 o'clock Eastern time. And thanks God, tomorrow is Friday. God bless you all, and bye for now.